Good morning, everyone. I'm sitting here. Yesterday, I received my books. I received the Ethiopian Bible. And this morning, I started reading a part out of it with regards to Bel and the Dragon. Okay? And as I was sitting here, Spirit started channeling because it was saying about the living God. Okay? Bel being a living God or what have you. Well, wasn't Jesus Christ said to be the living God? Now, we're going to, what Spirit brought to me is like, okay, they say the Creator. Okay, think of it this way. Okay, you have a video game, you have a movie. Okay, so what you're saying is the person who created the video game is the God of that video game, right? They created the video game. Okay, the same as the movie. The one who created the movie, well, they're the God of the movie, right? So you're saying the one who created the Matrix is the God of the Matrix. And if you watch the movie, The Matrix, who created the Matrix? Zion. But what were they trying to do? They were trying to get free of Zion because Zion was the illusion. And that's why you have a lot of people who are so, they're stuck in it, okay? They can worship their Matrix creator. Okay, I'm not throwing shade or shit at anyone. Okay, I'm just saying maybe everybody has a different, like it's the aspect of depending on what video game you're in, right? So that's where the concept of, like, you get different, you have the aspect of different gods because, you know, there's, you perceive it as being one creator, but there's a video game. And sometimes with regards to video games, because this is much this is much like what we're in, either a video game or a movie. Okay, so with respect to that, then you look at it this way. There wasn't just one creator, because there were many working together to create it. One had the concept, but there was the creator, then there was the editor, the director. They all created it together, correct? One came up with the idea. See, I like with mine, like with something I'm working on, I see it as, you know, it was my idea. So in a way, my creation. But if it weren't for others helping me bring it to light, then it wouldn't be created, right? It would just be an idea. So, whether you're, people say an NSP or NPS or whatever in the hell they call it, non-player or something like that. Maybe they're here observing their creation. See, and I got that from just reading one piece of the Ethiopian Bible. But, you know, you don't have to believe me on this. You don't have to think of it the same way. But, you know, hey, sit back with it for a minute. You're the creator of your own game. You just happen to be inside of someone else's or others, but you're creating as you go. So if you watch the movie, The Matrix, who do they go after? They go after Zion, because Zion is the creator of the Matrix, which keeps everyone in that loop. And that's why what you see today, people fighting so hard to remain in it. Or you get the threats, like, you come out of the matrix, you realize what's going on. And then, because, if you watch the guy who tried killing Neo on it, the bald guy, he had been with Morpheus for quite some time. But then he said, he's eating slop. So that's the part where, you're homeless or living in poverty. So you make a deal. You say a deal with the devil. So in that, it's saying, Mr. Smith, or whoever the top guy was a living embodiment of Zion himself. So he could, if you watched it, it showed that he could jump into anybody's body he wanted. Much like perceived possession, or, I call it like spirit jumping. So see, when you have terror going on, right, and you say, and they say, they know not what they do or say. Well, that's because Zion is hijacking your body to go after people who resist. Ones who wake up out of the perceived illusion that you are all that you're going to be, and that's the only place you're going to go unless Zion says you can go further. See, this had, people will take this, this is religion. People have Zion as their religion. But you really need to sit with that, because every time you pick up a video game, look on the back and see who the creator was, who made that video game. It's the same thing. It's the same concept, same idea, but people don't understand that because they're in a dogmatic system that keeps you believing it's only one way or another. To Jehovah's Witnesses, Jehovah is their God. It's the creator of their video game, the creator of their movie. The one from Quran, Allah, or what have you. Same thing. But people say, or, you say Jesus Christ is the embodiment of the living God, but yet Daniel did not look to Bel of the dragon, who was considered a living God. So if you didn't look to Bel as being a living God, then how could you look to the Christ or Jesus as being God in the living? Do you get what I'm saying? Or are you still going to lock yourself in that limited belief system and not realize that it's contradicting itself? And it's all for the benefit of their narrative. I'm just bringing forward what Spirit wants me to bring forward. And what you do with it, that's entirely up to yourself. But if people want to come after me because I say about Zion and how it's just another matrix, and about Jehovah and Allah and Christ and all that, sending you all love.